Welcome back to The Last of Us Remastered. So yeah, we're still doing the DLC. So yeah, let's try to see if we can.
Hello? Someone there? Oh, there is someone there.
Quite a few of them actually.
Oh,
Where
so
did these people just turn?
So that's the US equivalent of pets at home.
Or did they just turn?
I've always wondered, Jova, what's the name of your country's biggest pet store chain?
Dr.
PetSmart,
Zipbags, Transylvania.
Ours
Pet
is Pets at Home.
Is that
Petville.
like the UK version of PetSmart?
It might, yeah, it is. I don't think it's owned by the same company, but
It's very.
but then again, one of our biggest supermarkets is owned by an American one. So
When you're playing as Ellie, it's very much recommended to try to do a stealth kill whenever you can, because
She doesn't have the strength that Joel does.
not just that, but her knife doesn't break, unlike the knives that Joel makes out of glass. So obviously, it's very spammable.
The Last of Us: Breath of the Wild.
Ugh.
Yeah. Hey
What?
guys, you know what would be fun in the game where you use swords a lot? Swords that break.
Let's just say I'm not a fan of the weapon breaking system and move on.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, let's just say I'm not a fan of that game's weapon breaking and move on. I don't want to go into
I still have to get around to playing Breath of the Wild. It's just I've been so engrossed in Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8.
which is a much better game. But I'm not going to go into a rant about it. Moving on.
Mario Odyssey got robbed. Hashtag.
Well, who knows?
Although I'll be quite honest,
maybe
I
those
haven't
other
played
games
Breath
are
of the-
better.
I'll be quite honest, I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, so for all I know, maybe it is the better game.
I'll just say this, but again, I'm not gonna go into any more about aside from this. It's a very good game, but it's two things. I still think the game has quite a few problems that a lot of people, for some reason, don't bring up. But again, I'm not gonna argue anything about this. And I'll also say that as a Zelda game, it kind of misses the mark on a few aspects for me. Because I'm a long-time Zelda fan that has been with the series since the beginning, and as a Zelda game, it kind of doesn't check enough boxes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take before people suddenly hate the game because Zelda fan base.
Because they'll hate the game
that's already
because-
happening, believe it or not.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
Hey,
It's not
you know what's
really-
even, you know what's even worse, Twibs? Wait for the wave when people start hating the game because it was popular.
Okay, that's been the thing I've never understood. Why would you hate something all of a sudden because it's popular? Isn't more people playing something you like and enjoying it a good thing?
Now, in some
I'm not
cases,
going
I
to go
can
into
see-
that because I've gone into massive rants about that, and yeah, I'm not. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. To look at both sides of the end of the spectrum here, I can see why some people might get annoyed at something. Like, for instance, a lot of Archie fans really are complaining about this new character Tango, who they supposedly thought looked like Sally from the Archie comics, from a shadowy silhouette, and are now throwing a fit that it's not Sally.
Well,
and
that's their fault.
It is. My point is by extension, a lot of these fans could cause people to retroactively be annoyed with the character of Sally because, the fans are that annoying. Again, now, in some cases, I can see why some people might, just naturally get annoyed at something when it's supported by people who bug them before they've even gotten to try it here. The worst case in scenario is if somebody gets pestered by fanboys of Final Fantasy VII before getting to play Final Fantasy VII, and it may just put them off from Final Fantasy VII because whenever they play or look at Final Fantasy VII, they'll be brought back to the people overpraising it. That, I guess, is one inkling I can get why people might hate something being popular. However, of course, I'm referring to the people who just hate something because it's popular because they think you shouldn't really be into something that much.
It'd be like, it's kind of like, this thing is special to me. Seeing others do it is robbing me of my uniqueness.
Yeah. There's actually some people who do stuff like that.
I wonder how many franchises are victim to that.
I'm pretty sure a lot. In fact, believe it or not, there was... Oh, God, I can't remember the franchise. There was some franchise where people did not like the fact that that company was trying to make a new installment that would let new people join in. I have no idea why.
Well, that's like almost every franchise ever.
Although I will say this to all Archie comic fans, the only people you have to blame for Archie Comics ending are Archie Comics themselves and their crap legal matters.
Why do you think Sega decided, you know what, fuck Archie?
Yeah. And again, those people just seem to be against new people being able to get into the stuff because, they seem, okay, not all of them, but a lot seem to hate the fact that they have said that the IDW comics will be more in line with the games. I'll be quite honest, I'm actually excited for that. I mean, hey, we actually should tie the two mediums better together. Gives more story to the overall canon, and hey, is something that you can easily pop into if it's tied to the games universe.
Plus, a fresh start is good for those of us who haven't really read the comic series to jump in on a time that's not, inconvenient.
Yeah, that was an issue with Archie Comics. It was becoming too niche because they were constantly pushing on to us the freedom fighter stuff.
It was okay with STC because they had much shorter plot lines. So.
As you can see, Jova, even Ellie's agreeing with you, is saying, "What the hell did they even coming from?" Well, to be fair, right? the thing is, this is an open mall, so obviously they're perfectly able to just waltz right in. So.
No. I don't think that's a zombie. I think that's me wandering around looking for a Dreamcast. I was searching for a very long time. Okay.
Did you find it?
I was killed before I could find one.
Well, if you find one, you can always do Omicron in there.
But how's he gonna play it if he's dead?
But how am I talking to you if I'm dead?
That the Dreamcast pulled a Chappie and manages to revive people from the dead. Yes, Shiroi, Sony technology is so awesome that it can bring you back from the dead, according to Chappie.
Basically, a guy got revived with PS4s.
There's a scene near the end of Chappie where in order to power a machine to transfer consciousness, the guy uses like 15 PS4s.
Let's just say Person of Interest Season 5 did that concept better with actual research or something that actually happened in real life, and move on.
Although Fantastic did it worse with apparently a machine to teleport stuff can be powered by a bunch of N64s.
Let's all agree, guys, the best time that's ever been done is Ghostbusters 2 where they used an N64 to power up the Statue of Liberty.
And Ghostbusters, wait, Ghostbusters, wow, I didn't know the N64 was invented in 1918.
Hey guys, be cool.
Don't you mean the NES?
Was it an NES or an N64, Pedro?
What you mean in Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah,
No, it was an NES controller.
Oh,
there was no N64 at the time.
The N64 was 1996
anyway, cutscene.
or 7.
Is the pilot still here, I wonder?
He is, right there in the background.
Yeah, he's right there. He's unavailable at the
Ooh,
moment.
great. The first aid kit is full.
I'm not letting you
Guess
go.
he had to shoot himself
Aw.
before.
I'm not letting you go.
She's not letting him go, guys.
She's gonna let it go.
Are you ready?
Alright, back to the past.
You owe me one for not singing the obvious
So what is
song
Riley's
given that we're
surprise?
in the winter.
Okay, I'll
A
be honest,
merry-go-round!
Wow. Okay, I'll be honest, it's extremely minor, I know. And it doesn't bother me that much. But for some reason, I've never really liked the whole characters talking in front of a black background thing.
It was for the sake of transition, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, maybe I'm just sick of seeing it so many times.
Alright, Shiro, you're gonna love...
I'll admit, it's quite a nitpick.
Alright, Shiro, you're gonna love this particular part because we're finally gonna get to read Ellie's pun book.
So we
Oh my! Hey, Shiri, guess what? It turns out America can do the magic roundabout right after all.
In a post-apocalyptic setting, no doubt.
Yeah, seriously, Silver, seriously, what the hell did you do with Dougal?
It's okay, we'll get to that when we get to it.
Let's see. Well, we included pop cultural references
And fart jokes.
I'm gonna be quite honest.
And tried to have Kevin Smith dub over a character who didn't talk originally.
Oh yeah,
This is something that was missing from Quantum Break. And that moment where we could actually fucking stop and slow down and actually get to know the characters, for crying out loud.
Wow, Pedro, you telling me that you didn't like slowing down and
cutscene.
reading?
Well, I loved it. So there. Oh. I got something else.
Typical internet logic. I loved it so.
Go ahead. Hold on.
What did the triangle say to the circle?
Press
What
me were
is
both
that?
buttons on a PS4 controller.
Pointless.
You're so pointless. Ha ha ha
You
ha.
found another fun. What did the cannibal get when he showed up to the party late?
Eaten.
A cold shoulder.
Ha.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Cannibalism lives. You don't want your meat cold now, do you?
You know, you
Why
might
don't you just say that for your
just
dick?
be-
Oh, line. You know, you might just be my favorite person again.
Just saying. I know my girl.
What about meat? Why not?
Saying.
Yeah, I've already.
Alright, so now we have the option to either move on to the next part or just stay here and read the book. So yeah, I can
Read
keep
the
this going.
book.
Let's read the part.
I can keep this going as long as you can, game. Go ahead.
Alright. I heard two peanuts walked into
The zombies are gonna come and kill you out of annoyance rather than hunger.
Ass salted. This also serves as a great way for more character development. We just get to just slow down and just watch them interact.
Really hard to beat.
So, this merry-go-round is the big surprise she was building us up to, right?
That and more, but yeah, go, hold on.
I'm reading a
Nice.
book on anti-gravity, and it's impossible to put down.
Ah,
I've heard that one too often.
Unless that book was really
I
heavy.
didn't know how to juggle.
just ask Sandra Bullock.
Didn't have the balls to do it.
And George and George Clooney.
Listen here.
I'm glad I know sign language. It's become quite handy.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
That's really silly.
How long can we survive through these
I
puns?
forgot how to throw a boomerang.
Again, like I said, the zombies are not gonna try and kill them out of hunger.
Yeah.
It's out of
Again.
When a
annoyance.
clock is hungry, it goes back 4 seconds. Oh,
4 seconds.
I once heard a joke about amnesia.
But I forgot about it.
Yeah,
Go!
that one's so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power went out at the school. The children were delighted.
Okay.
Sans, really? Did you really have to include that one, Sans?
Aw, that's cute. That was
Nah, yeah. When did oh no, Undertale came out 2 years after.
Battery acid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that delighted pun was Sans level.
Actually, I think this came out in 2014, the DLC, so a year
What's
after.
Pirate's favorite letter?
Oh, I know this one.
R.
The sea.
Tis the sea.
Oh, 'cause it's
Huh?
sea.
It's been on that
Water,
one.
the ocean.
That's the best one so far.
Yes, awesome.
Okay.
The midget
Props to not going
psychic
with the
escaped
typical
prison.
cliche.
He was
SpongeBob
small
already
and
did
large.
that. Why couldn't the 11-year-old get in the pirate movie? It was rated R.
The fact that Squidward of all people makes that joke just adds to it.
I actually
Yeah.
read
R.
the whole joke. This whole joke. He's reclining.
Inclined.
Eh.
Meh.
Yeah, I agree.
For headline.
Yeah, not
reads,
very.
Cartoonist found dead at home. Details are sketchy.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh man, I love this.
No, it's
Magician
No,
got
seriously,
frustrated.
Joy.
The magician got
Animated
frustrated and
guy.
pulled his hair out.
Oh, okay.
Ha ha
I
ha.
like a rap.
Oh, hard.
The frustrated cannibal threw up his hands.
Oh, another cannibal joke.
Because he ate his hands. And then he threw them
I
up.
don't want to lose my hand.
The actresses completely sell this scene.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Liability, eh?
I didn't have the faintest
Come on, I
idea
thought it was funny.
as to why I passed out.
Wow, they really wrote an entire book
Hey,
for this
that-
scene,
that-
didn't they?
Like I said, Jova, if I can keep this going as long as the game can.
Lucky it was a soft
That last joke explains what happened with me when we were watching the Sony recent
There was once
PlayStation
a
experience.
teacher Who had
Mhm.
issues controlling
Yes, audience, Detroit was that exciting.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah, I forgot Detroit's a thing again.
diarrhea.
Hold on, Larry is hereditary.
Runs in your genes.
Ah.
Oh, that's gross.
I'm not wearing jeans.
All right, that's enough. I'm putting this away.
Wow, there's still more in that
Till
book.
next
Yeah,
time.
don't worry, guys. I'll make more puns for you.
I think I'm starting to see now why. This whole apocalypse was all a plan to get whoever was writing that pun book to stop.
Alright, now we're gonna get a Photoshop.
You broke my camera. I want.
As in an actual shop where you take photos.
Wow, that billboard over there is delightfully creepy looking.
In the post-apocalyptic future, what is the biggest pest in the world?
All right, let's see.
And
A zombie.
So, love, friends, or cool?
let's try.
Wow, mall music.
Let's try friends.
Wow, that's adorable.
I'm the frog. You can't choose.
Now
a
imagining the
character.
theme song
You're a
playing.
rabbit.
I'll be there
Gotta go
for
with the frog.
you.
All
When the
right.
rain starts before.
That used to be
Okay.
shown all the time on Channel 4 around here.
All right.
No,
So
I
it's
now,
not.
really liked that show, didn't
now
you?
we can actually choose which poses they can go for.
Oh, yeah. We love Friends here in the UK, Jay.
Nice.
Which pose?
Move it.
That was one.
Your mouths weren't exactly moving there, guys.
Squishy face.
That reminds me, Gliz, there's this funny show called Child Support, and basically one of the co-hosts, basically the guy who's with the children in the room, is played by Ricky
Ricky Gervais.
Hold on.
Yes, from the UK office.
We look stupid.
And the funny thing
Okay.
is that one of the kids said, "Hey, I remember you. You're that guy from the office." And he said, "Oh, which one?" The
Hold on.
UK
guys.
one.
What's a Facebook? It prints our faces in a book.
Oh, we can
Ha ha ha.
They don't know what Facebook is. Maybe the future might be worth it.
What happens is if you if you have your Facebook account connected to your PlayStation Network account, you can actually share the photos that you just took on Facebook.
Hey guys, I
Oh,
just
that's
took a
cute.
picture of these polygonal women right here.
Maybe if you put it up here.
And it broke because there's no internet.
Uh-oh.
What just happened?
We broke it.
Did I do that?
We did too.
Whoops.
So,
We're in a dark, concealed room on a
Let's read
very
more
comfortable
puns.
bout of cushions.
Now we're gonna keep exploring. We've already had enough puns for today, Shiro.
Oh yeah, speaking of okay, while there's nothing going on in the in the game, speaking of differences between UK and US shows,
I hate that lady.
I actually
know, right?
I've actually read about
Here's
the
how I-
US version of Life on Mars,
Attention.
and oh god, the ending. At the ending, basically, I won't say what it is because of spoilers, but I think they took the title too literally, or so I'll say.
Oh, boy.
He actually ends up on Mars.
Just watch the show and you'll find out.
Anyway,
He ends
the
up in
funny
an
thing is-
hallucination that's actually Mars or something like that. Whatever. What is it, Joe?
Oh boy.
Oh, I got
It's
it.
like oh,
No. It's not quite that, but again, you'll know more when you see both the UK and the US.
Sure.
version.
Go ahead.
anyway.
I'm very surprised on Escalator's work.
Anyway, I'll probably show you this episode sometime on YouTube clips since you know child support episodes are findable on YouTube. But basically, the kids kind of go off about how they might prefer Steve Carell, and then Ricky goes into this. So what does Steve Carell have? But I
gotta do
don't.
that again.
And then the kids answer, "Well, we find him funny."
I'm so excited about an escalator.
Well, remember,
Basically-
Shiro, this is Ellie's first time on an escalator.
So basically,
Oh, Joe, I'm gonna have to interrupt you because this is by far the best part of the DLC for me.
what, we play Crash Bandicoot here?
No. That's in the next. That's in the game after this one.
So what could top that? Oh, let me get Sonic the Fighter.
No. Well,
Sonic the Fighter.
technically, Joey, it would be Crash Bandicoot that would top this, but this is also pretty cool.
I'm talking about
Hatsune
arcade
Miku.
cabinets, though.
Oh.
So yeah, obviously the arcades are all busted. However, Riley has an idea.
Hot
For a
wire?
second, I thought
No.
I was gonna play it.
You still can. Ow.
Welcome
I
to
just
Wreck-It
can't
Ralph.
see what's going on.
Close your eyes.
We're going to imagine it.
Are you serious?
Oh, trust me. Trust me. Neil sells this
This is your
scene.
punch.
You'll see.
This is your kick. You block with this. Okay. First, you have to choose your character. You're playing as the unstoppable, claw-wielding, yet drop-dead gorgeous Angel Knives.
Darling, that name is absolutely
Eyes closed, Ellie.
Imagination.
Eyes closed, Ellie.
An ancient mystical building where they hold the tournaments of the immortals.
All right, little hint. While this scene is going on, keep an eye on the background.
Dude with 3 arms.
'Cause it's a bit subtle, so keep an eye on it.
The music kicks up as he gets into his fighting stance.
And of course, typical classic Street Fighter type music.
Round 1 starts. Black Fang rushes
Oh
towards you.
my
He throws a double punch in your direction. Jump up.
Jump up.
This is amazing.
Can you press up?
There. He overshot you. You land behind him. Quickly, punch him in the back. You nailed him with a wicked elbow, taking off like 15% of his
Dungeons
health.
and Dragons?
This is such brilliant gameplay mix of storytelling.
What do I do?
It's actually an interesting divergence from the norm of the tone, too.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Take no damage.
Do you want to finish off what you're saying quickly, Drover?
Hold on, Dwayne, we're in the middle of something now.
Nice. He grabs you.
When's the next, lull?
Up, block, and kick.
For lack of a better term.
There's
You
this
got it.
next
Down
wall.
forward, punch for a special.
Or like the next lull.
I can only laugh out loud so many times.
Alright, fuck him up. Notice the background, it's completely gone. Off as a symbolize that she's completely into it now.
Immersed. You see,
And then a zombie
this
comes
is
from
true
behind.
immersion.
And then a zombie comes from behind and bites him.
And
Your time here is done.
classic Street Fighter finisher. Oh yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
Oh shit, finisher. There we go.
Green turns dark. Angel knives blades begin to
And now a fatality. So this is Street Fighter mixed with Mortal Kombat.
again until his heart flies right out of his
Ellie
chest.
wins.
She winds back her leg and
Fatality.
rattles his head clean off. A geyser of blood covers the entire playing field.
Oh, nice.
That is an overkill. Angel Knives throws her fists in the air. You win.
Fuck yeah, I win.
Not bad for you.
Ellie, could you open your eye there?
So,
So how long were you practicing that?
loved it.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Turns out they were there for like the whole day.
You know? Hey, you know what?
Oh, and this is
should
okay.
head
Quiet
back.
scene now.
Oh.
I need to head back.
You got plenty of time.
Riley, I don't have any more strikes left at this place. Tomorrow we'll just pick up where we left off.
I can't.
Why?
Let me
Still
guess.
another
Stay
day.
left till she leaves her retirement.
She has a curfew. She has a place. She has a time to be home.
Okay,
So
Firefly Girl, when?
They've asked me to leave.
Leave what?
oh,
Boston.
I only have 1 day left
Leave
until
Boston.
leaving.
Another
she's
city.
supposed to join a group in another city.
I argued with them to stay here.
Oh, so this was all one
You know
big
how
going
Hold
away
on.
party.
Nothing's easy with her. Everything's a test. They're picking me up tomorrow.
Don't the system suck like that?
Okay.
That's it?
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know. How about some friendly advice? I'm
Well, what is there to
serious.
give at this point?
Why did you bring me here?
I wanted to see you.
No, why did you bring me here?
I don't know.
Well, you know what needs
You
to
want
bring
my
these two
advice?
friends together. A zombie
Go.
attack.
Come
So
on,
our
let's
advice
just
is
say
to
our
go.
goodbyes.
Yeah, say our goodbye. Let's say our goodbyes.
I'm gonna go check out this music.
Riley. Riley!
So Riley is in denial or something like that.
No, Riley, don't.
Boy, Riley grew up to have a very weird lifestyle after Inside Out. She got tanned, her skin color changed. It's like Joy
not
said,
gonna
hey,
go into that.
Riley!
Riley's just turning 13.
Riley!
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
I'm not touching
Like-
that one.
It's alright now, Pedro?
No. Sorry.
Really?
We're literally about to get yet another cutscene and minigame.
Oh, no, it looks like there's a... From what I'm scrolling along, it looks like there's a fair bit.
Yeah.
Quickly then, Jova, sum it up real fast.
Basically, the
ahead.
funny thing is that essentially it's the kids going back and forth with Ricky Gervais about who's the better main lead, him or Steve Carell. I'll show you more so on the YouTube video. It's hilarious.
Sure. By the way,
Child
it's
Support is
Gervais.
basically a game show where,
It's,
you know...
it's Gervais, not Java.
There you go.
Don't worry, Jova. I've read the Wikipedia article.
You ever seen anything like this?
I'll link it for the rest.
Are we just done talking?
Ooh.
I don't know, are we?
You don't get to be pissed off at me. I'm pissed off at you.
For what? Asking you what you think?
When have you ever cared about what I think? We were good. We were better than good, and then you told me to fuck off, and then you just up and vanish. This
Yeah, that's kind of
whole
awkward.
day. You feel guilty? You want an out? I'm giving it to you.
I'm supposed to be holed up on the other side of town. I get caught as a firefly, I'm dead. Guilt didn't make me cross a city full of soldiers, Ellie. And yeah,
was love.
I did some shit that I don't know how to take back, but I'm trying. Speaking of,
Oh, Super
those
Soakers.
water guns you've been dreaming of?
They're
I'm only
real.
good shot for these. Surprise.
But you can use these to fight the zombies.
She found them in one of the remains of a Toys R Us.
Water makes them melt.
But Webs, what if the zombies are actually wicked witches of the West?
Shiroi, it's funny. Shiroi, what if I told you there was a zombie sort of game where the main villain is defeated by water?
What is up with creatures being defeated by water?
It's funny you mention that, Jova, because like a tenth of our Toys R Us stores are getting shut.
What you got, Firefly
That
Girl?
just goes to show what happens when you don't run your toy business that well, and also when you don't learn to,
All right.
adapt.
This is by far the hardest minigame of the DLC.
Right.
The water gun minigame.
Ellie,
Basically, you're supposed to... Basically, the first one to shoot the other 3 times wins. I've never been able to win this one, even on the easiest mode. I always screw up somewhere. Like, I'm just not good at this one.
Really? You'd think it'd be relatively easy since you can sense where Riley is for the
You
most
can
part.
sense where Riley is, but only to an extent. The game does not allow you to use it as much as you would in other places. There you go. And
me,
that, and
basically-
she's really fast to the trigger, so it's
Oh,
really...
I get it. For me, this probably wouldn't be too much an issue because I have like this sort of sixth sense for how to quickly push the button in a third-person shooter since BioShock really made me adapt.
There you go.
Dang it. A first-person shooter made me adapt well for a third-person
Basically-
shooter. How?
Basically, I'm gonna kind of give up for the sake of moving this on with a quicker time for the part.
She got her all wet.
You count to 5.
Moving on.
Whoever gets
Get your minds out of the gutters.
Fine.
Jova,
know
I
that's-
was
I know that's live in Britain, but come on, guys.
2,
Jova with Britain. We were kind of born in it.
4.
I live in a town that you can pretty much call a gutter.
Insert Wonder Woman joke here. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Town, not village. Village is pretty nice. but
Okay,
the
so
town-
So rematch.
basically 2 out of 3.
Are you gonna beat her this time?
No,
Let me guess.
sorry. This one minigame is my one weakness, Jova. Sorry.
I wonder, would Dwibs be able to do it?
Feel free.
Yeah. I've been quite at the center of a few anomalies here on this channel. I've proven that I can do stealth for like 99% of a section.
True. And you've shown that you actually can take out a wave of enemies, Rambo style.
Yeah. In fact, that's partly why I wanted to have the Uncharted games be alternated between me and Pedro. Pedro could show off the more stealthy, slow-paced side of it, and I can show off the more Rambo-y side.
So when are we gonna get a zombie jump scare?
Yeah, I know. I'm like waiting for it too. It's like, come on. Come on. The two friends are at odds. Of course, we need a zombie outbreak to bring them back together.
Let's just say, Jova, that's not what brings them together. They bring themselves together on their own, just not in the way you think.
Oh, don't hurt. I can already tell from how they... Well, come on. She gave her a merry-go-round ride. Of course they're bringing themselves together.
Well, remember... Well, to be fair, Jova, as Ellie herself put it, it was the pun book that did it. So.
It's like I said. The zombies are not going to try and kill them out of hunger, but out of annoyance at those puns.
Where are you? Oh, there she is.
Christ, the zombie's a harsh critic.
Yeah, basically the way that...
Believes, as Undertale showed, even skeletons can be critics to puns, so why not zombies too?
Yeah, basically the way the listening works in this mode is that it only works in occasions for the sake of not allowing you to abuse it. Anyway.
Wow. Okay, you know what? You got lucky. Luck? Yeah. Ha!
Want to go again?
Is it sad that with these water guns they could essentially defeat the main antagonist of Prince of Persia 2 when you think about it? Basically, Shiroi, in Prince of Persia 2, there's this giant monstrosity, the likes of which may be even bigger than Nemesis from Resident Evil 3, and he's defeated by water.
Alright.
I guess.
What the heck's that glowing thing on Ellie's chest?
Which glowy thing?
You
mean the flashlight?
The
The flashlight, maybe?
Hey.
Oh,
So,
could be.
no, it's not there anymore.
I said it like an asshole, but I totally meant it. You should go. I mean, this is something that you've wanted for, you know,
I wonder why.
forever, so.
Well, that's the thing, Jova. In this world, you only get to be either a military person or a firefly. That's the only two big careers you can have here.
What about civilians?
Oh, please don't go. I'll be so
Actually,
miserable.
yeah. Civilians.
Do you really want me to do this?
I'll be fine. And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And we'll see each other again.
About that.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too.
You should keep these. Not gonna do anything.
Pedro can... She doesn't die off screen, does she?
No, she doesn't die off screen.
You still lug that Walkman around?
Phew.
Always.
Well, at least that's one of my most hated cliches not in this game.
What's in it?
I don't blame you for that.
That
mean-
tape you gave me?
Well, for me, it
Oscar
depends
does-
on how important the character is. I don't mind if it's just a random civilian.
Leave that.
Yeah.
Follow me.
Like the one from Sharknado who got crushed by that part of a building.
Wait, that was off screen? I thought it was on screen.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
It's like a lot of the deaths in the final Harry Potter movie. It's
Alright, Shiroi, I'm going to need your feedback on this one. I
already kind of knew about this.
Oh, you did?
Well,
Alright then.
I mean,
Yeah, I
to be fair,
did.
with the way the scene's coming up, I mean...
Was this song made for the game?
No, I don't think
I'll
so.
be quite honest, even the first time Pedro showed me this scene, I kinda had an idea from the back of my head. At least by the time of the merry-go-round ride, okay. Yep.
Well, this is kind of a big deal because I mean, how few games actually do this kind of thing?
Alright, here we go. Now it's a time for Ellie to finally show her real feelings.
What is it? Hey. What's wrong?
Are you sure it's Ellie who's showing her real feelings?
Yes.
Don't go.
Are you sure it's not
Oh,
Riley
don't
who's doing
go.
it?
But you just told me
Oh.
to go.
God dang it, even with women are confusing.
No, we women are more confusing than we'll ever be.
Why?
And there you go.
Could you
She
tell
now
me why,
will give up
Shiroi?
on being a firefly. There we go.
Wow, they actually went all the way with that.
Hey, so they didn't
And,
just try and symbolize the
sorry.
relationship by just
This
walking
one.
into a portal without saying a word to each other.
So yeah, what do we do now? She says.
And out of those websites immediately went on internet and...
Let's enjoy our lives together, shall
We'll figure
we?
it out.
But I don't think Marlene's gonna go.
Wait.
And now we actually get jumped by the zombies.
Oh,
Oh, you sure took your time.
Oh, they came out of nowhere.
I'm guessing they heard the
Well, you were
music.
asking for them, so there you go.
I guess they just wanted to join into the party, but then they smelled the food, and well, they just couldn't control themselves.
So, Shiroi, would you mind giving your input on how believable this is?
Wow, writers who actually know that, like, gay couples aren't any different from any other couple?
I know, right? Like, seriously,
It's
I never
like,
go-
Neil Druckmann wrote the whole thing.
Easy. It's this fucking easy to write gay relationships.
In this,
Like, it's like,
for
hey.
Uncharted 4, for Uncharted, so just to make this clear, for Uncharted 4 and now Last of Us Part 2, he has a co-writer, but for this last game, he wrote the whole thing. Neil Druckmann, I mean.
Because, I mean, like, even if you didn't have that ending bit, you can still tell that there's a strong bond between the two of them. Like, they didn't need to, this relationship didn't need to be a gay one, but, like, the fact that that is the way it is presented is perfect, because, again, it's no different from any other relationship.
Again.
Thank you for realizing this.
I so agree. I mean, again, it's like I said, one of the few things I don't hate about Big Top is that they're nonchalant about, hey, a girl can love another girl. So, yeah, exactly. Just treat it like you would any relationship. They're just of the same sex.
Yeah. It's like there's no difference in the relationship, really. I mean,
I
these
agree.
two are adorable.
Clips.
They're awesome.
Anything to say?
You have any
Me.
thoughts on it?
I can't really speak for the gay community since I'm not gay. But,
Okay, how believable do you think this relationship is?
What? Honestly, it didn't. Honestly, it just feels a little. It came off to me as a little bit tacked on, considering that throughout the entirety of this game, of this DLC, it was like they did kind of act like BFFs, but right at the end they dance and then she kisses her, and I'm like,
Well, that's what happens is Ellie is suddenly falls into her mind, and she realizes she doesn't want Riley to go, and then she just,
it still seemed a bit off. I mean, I don't think there weren't any build up. I don't think.
I actually think there were hints of it throughout.
It's not the vibe I got.
I'm in the
There
middle.
were a lot of moments where the two of them were not awkward, but there was a little bit,
sexual tension.
Oh,
For the lack of a better term. For the lack of a better term.
Young,
let's
but
be quite honest, Roy. That was sexual tension.
I said it for the record. Sorry, for the record, I said it for the lack of a better term.
yeah, because again, like these two are really young, but yeah, I can't think of a better term either. But like people know what I mean.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Shiro, but they're 14. They're about in the age where they're starting to discover it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Puberty. Puberty.
Puberty.
I will say this: I'm down in the middle on it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Overall, the romance is handled well enough. I do think, though, that since it has to be contained to this one DLC campaign, it is a bit out of there that Ellie never really hints at that stuff with Riley.
Well, we don't.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the final part of the DLC?
The next
Oh,
part
no,
is the
no, no,
final.
no,
The
no.
next part after this is the final part of the DLC, and then we get back to the main
Okay,
story.
because I was going to say that ended a bit abruptly there, so I'm just going to wait for the next part to see what happens after that whole thing. So
My stance is that for what they had to work with, it's well done. I guess I do feel that it could have been a bit more meaty for something that's integral. For something that's that amount of integral to Ellie's character. Again, I'm not saying that it's terrible. I just feel that, it has to accommodate to the lengths of a DLC campaign. So it was always going to have that issue.
I'm going to disagree with that because, one thing that they've done here is that they haven't made. I'd be agreeing with you if this entire DLC was about the relationship here, but it wasn't. It was just a bit of an insight into Ellie's past mostly, and it's something that's not really integral to the main. Well, it is kind of integral to the main plot, but her relationship with
Riley.
Yep, that isn't integral to the plot. I think the whole purpose of this DLC really was okay. Ellie's on her own again, and it seems like after the events of this DLC, she was on her own for a while in the past. So I think it's more going to be like, okay, how is she going to handle this now, rather than she did back then.
That actually is
we're also going to see at the end of it how she got bitten in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay,
That actually is a good point, especially since, there was nothing suggesting that, just because they're in love now means that they're going to be like the true couple of the future, because let's be quite honest, first loves do not always end up being your true ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of the bare necessities of life.
So, see you for the next part.
See you for the next part, everybody.
See you for the next part.